Tired of wimpy protagonists crying in the corner while villains monologue? Yeah, same here. Today, we are diving into Manhwa, Manhua, and Manga where the main character doesn't just survive, they dominate. We are talking about MCs who eat artifacts for breakfast, clap demons before lunch, and rewrite destiny before dinner. Whether it's a regression necromancer or just an overpowered civil servant in Murem, these stories prove one thing: power isn't given, it's taken. Let's get into the list of some of the most insane OP MCs you will ever come across. Starting off with Apocalyptic Food Stall. Alright, tell me this. What would you do if you woke up after a car crash and the world's gone full zombie mode and your only power is a food stall? Sounds goofy, right? But hear me out. This dude, Gao Xiaoliang, gets stuck with a mystical food system that literally lets him cook dishes that buff stats, heal people, and sometimes do some straight up magic. Like who needs gun when your fried rice gives you XP? But yo, it's not just food. The world is falling apart. Survivors are clinging to life, and there is a big mystery behind why this random dude got chosen. The art style is low-key fire. The story is way deeper than it looks, and it makes you think, what if your random skill is one that saves everyone? You will laugh, you will stress, and by chapter 5, you will be thinking, wait, why is this kinda genius? The previous life Miriam Ranka. Our MC, Kang Taiha, a legendary Triple S rank hunter, dies and wakes up in Imperial China as a spoil hire. But instead of chilling, he is forced to climb the power ladder again. The fights, me. The system, kinda spammy, but the real gem? The MC himself. Smart, ruthless, and strategic as hell. He's the reason you keep reading. The art is clean. The vibe is fresh. This ain't flawless, but it's original, stylish, and full of mirror madness. If you're into power plays with a twist, it's a solid ride. The youngest son of the Yunhei merchant group. Let's start with a Miriam Manhwa where power isn't just in fists, it's in finance. The youngest son of Yunhei merchant group follows Yun Xiuho, a business prodigy who gets betrayed and killed by the so-called righteous martial alliance. Why? Because his money and mind made them nervous, but that gives him a second chance. Reborn to the day he started learning trade, Xiuho is out for revenge, not with rage, but with cold strategy. He's ready to build an empire and crush his enemies with every coin they mocked. If you like brainy MCs in a world of martial arts, this manhwa is a hidden gem. Next is a ranker's guide to the good life. Geo Gion, the strongest hunter in the entire world, but you wouldn't know it at first glance. While everyone else is climbing dungeon towers, chasing fame, or trying to not to die horribly, Geo is just out there living her best life. Spa days, naps, good food, you know. Priorities. But of course, the peace doesn't last. A time traveler shows up like, hey, the world is gonna end soon. Might wanna do something about that? Now, Geo is stuck between continuing her soft life or stepping into the chaos she's tried to avoid. Don't let the comfy vibes fool you. When this girl decides to throw hands, it's game over for anyone in her way. No simping, no drama, just raw power and get it done attitude. There is barely any romance, but plenty of character-driven moments, mystery, and action when it counts. If you're tired of cliché damsels and want a female MC who is actually badass without trying too hard, then this one is a gem. Youngest son of the Namgung clan. Namgung Deso has zero plans to be the strongest. Dude just wanted a chill life after getting wrecked in a clan power struggle and dying. But surprise, he gets a do-over. Regression kicks in, and while he tries to stay low-key, fate keeps dragging him back into the mess. He is not overpowered, not super ambitious, just a laid-back guy stuck in a high-stakes world. The art is decent, the plot flow is fine, and while there is an annoying strategist tagging along, most characters are alright. Don't expect crazy fights or a giga chat MC, but if you are into slow burn Murimi stories with a slice of life feel, this one is worth a casual read. Next up is concept grasping magic genius. Rowan, a kid who literally lost everything, but through all the pain and emptiness, there was one light in his life. Pauline. She became like a mother to him when he had no one else. But then, boom, she's gone too. Just when you think life can't hit him any harder, Rowan awakens to mana, and not just regular magic, he can actually grasp the concept of mana itself, like he's reading the blueprint of the universe. This dude goes from broken boy to magical prodigy overnight. He believes Pauline's spirit is still with him, guiding him, until one day he sees her again. But the reunion? Yeah, it's nothing like what he imagined. The truth is way darker, way heavier. If you're into magic systems that aren't just flashy but actually clever, and characters who grow from trauma into absolute beasts, then this one is worth a read. Moving on, we have How to Live as a Civil Servant in Murim. A dude who is addicted to detective style, wuxia game suddenly wakes up inside a game, but not as an overpowered MC, not even a top-tier martial artist. He's just a low-tier cop, a pokeway, basically the Murim world's equivalent of a beat cop. But Yoon Woo Hyuk isn't your average NPC. He knows all the cases in the game because he played the hell out of it. So, instead of swinging swords right away, he starts solving major mysteries using his gamer knowledge like Sherlock with a black belt. And then the twist hits. His spirit eye activates, which sounds cool until he finds it's literally his life force breaking open, meaning he has to start training martial arts or he dies early. From crime solving to fist fighting, this man's schedule is booked. He's not just OP because of brute force. He's smart, strategic, and climbing up the martial arts ladder while still doing paperwork and busting criminals. A total grind, but worth watching him turn from overworked civil servant into Murim's most dangerous detective. The Heavenly Demon wants a quiet life. Tired of Heavenly Demons turning into soft-spoken goofballs after reincarnation? Yeah, same. But the Heavenly Demon wants a quiet life is built different. After a life soaked in blood, the MC gets reborn as a weak merchant's son. Sounds peaceful, right? Hell no. This guy is cold, calculated, and ruthless when he needs to be. No mercy, no speeches, no moral gymnastics. If you cross him, you die. He's got one goal, live on his terms and get stronger than ever. No goofy romance, no betrayal drama, just ambition, power plays, and real Miriam hate. If you are done with weenie MCs, this is that rare zero BS gem that you need. We have Fated to be Loved by Villains. Fated to be Loved by Villains sounds like a romance, but trust me, it's a chaotic survival simulator with a twist. Our guy wakes up inside his favorite game as Dowd Campbell, a total nobody noble with zero power. His plan? Stay low, live quiet, don't die. Yeah, that doesn't last. On day 1, he crosses paths with the final boss herself, Elnor, a vessel for the Grey Demon. Instead of getting stomped, he unlocks 2 game-breaking skills, Desperate Survival, which buffs him the closer he is to death, and Deadly Charm, which literally makes him irresistible to villains. So now, he's being hunted, flirted with, and low-key manipulated by demon vessels, all while gaining power like it's a roguelike. The man is living on thin ice 24/7 and somehow thriving. Now, fair warning, this manhwa's plot pacing is all over the place. It feels like they picked iconic moments from the novel and just slapped them together without context. But the art is gorgeous, and Dot's reaction to everything is top-tier deadpan humor. If you're here for an overpowered MC who pulls clutch wins, unintentionally builds a harem of dangerous women, and somehow survives by the skin of his teeth, then this one is chaotic but fun. Just don't expect a perfectly structured plot. It's more like a highlight reel of WTF moments. Is we have Black Haze Remake. Black Haze is back. Yep, the cult classic that vanished 8 years ago has been fully rebooted, and this time it's coming in hot. Better art, tighter pacing, and yes, the MC is still beyond broken. Our boy Blow, a first-class mage with enough power to flatten cities, goes undercover at an elite magic school to protect a troubled noble kid. New name, same cold stare. Rude crushed. He rolls up like a transfer student, but secretly, he could solo every teacher on campus. Imagine Gozo Satoru doing homework just to protect some misunderstood kid while hiding he is a literal magical nuke. The best part? The remake fixes everything the original fumbled. Cleaner character arcs, better world building, and that slick modern art style that hits hard during fighting scenes. Rude doesn't just win fights, he dominates without breaking a sweat. Calm, cool, and undeniably overpowered. And even with all the action, the story still digs into deeper stuff like prejudice, identity, and how much of yourself you are willing to hide to protect others. If you love mysterious MCs who walk into a room and instantly become the biggest threat without even trying, then this is your kind of manhwa.